What's going on, guys? It's Coach Bronson here, and I'm going to give you some tips on how to get started with a keto carnivore diet and things that you can do to understand how it works and have a little bit more success right out the gate without trying to figure out all these different things and get things too complicated, try to make it complex and maybe get you off track. Okay, so we're going to cut to the chase. We're going to give you some tips so you can have the most success possible going keto, going carnivore. All right, guys, what's going on? I get questions all the time from people trying to get started with keto carnivore and understanding what it is. There's so many different people out there talking about different ways to do it. And I want to try to cut through all of the specifics of the different protocols or methods that this person uses, that person uses, the name that they put. Am I going to do ketovore? Am I doing keto? Am I doing dirty keto? Am I going hyper carnivore? Am I doing animal-based? Like all of these things, these names and these specific details that everybody gets hung up on really don't friggin' matter. We want to learn what the basics, principles, and concepts are that make these things work. That's what this is all about. So let's talk about a couple things to help you get started, understand what's going to happen as you make these changes with your diet, and set you up for some success right out the gate, but then also long-term. Okay, so the first thing I want you to realize, and I want you to start this process as you're going, looking at what you want to do. Why do you want to do it? That's the first question you have to ask. What is it that's making you want to make these changes? Why are you looking at changing your nutrition? What is it about your life right now that you want to change? What are the things that you're going to evaluate a month from now, 2 months from now, 3 months from now to determine if this is working for you or not? Okay, that's step number one. You've got to identify what changes you want to make so you can check and see if the changes you're making in your nutrition are actually helping you do what you want to do. Okay, that's step number one. Step number two is understand that the major benefit that you get from going keto carnivore, also we want to understand that a carnivore diet is a ketogenic diet. A ketogenic diet simply means you are removing carbohydrates from your diet to the point that your body can primarily utilize fat for fuel. That's it. Whether you do that with 0 carbs in your diet or 50 carbs in your diet, whatever level you want to drop down or you drop your carbs down to so that your body can primarily start using fat is what you want to do. Okay? That's basically what we're talking about. It doesn't have to be a specific number. It's just whatever you can do to get your body to burn fat first. Okay? That's what we're talking about. So the idea here is not about eating so much fat. It's not about having high ketones. It's not about focusing on fat. It's about changing your body into a fat burner. You don't have to eat a lot of fat for that to happen. If you have a lot of body fat on your body, then just reducing the overall fuel intake that you come in, fat or carbs, is going to help you burn body fat. And that's primarily what we're trying to do. Okay, so it's not about what you're putting in your body. It's about what you're not putting in your body to reduce inflammation. That's why carbs increase inflammation. That's why we reduce carbs. We reduce processed food. We try to go whole foods only because that's where we increase the nutrients that we're getting. And the food with the highest amount of nutrients will always be animal meat. Okay, so that's where you come into the animal-based hyper carnivore, carnivore, whatever you want to call it. If you're going to be successful in a keto carnivore diet, then you need to prioritize animal meat to get the most nutrients. You're going to get natural fats. You're going to get protein. You're going to get everything you need by focusing on animal meat, period. That's just how it works, okay? It's about removing the things from your body that are going to detract from your body's performance and giving your body things that's going to enhance your body's performance, okay? It's not about fat loss. That's the third thing you need to understand. It is not about fat loss. If you walk into this thinking that your goal is to lose fat, you're going to hit a wall, you're going to stall, you are not going to be successful. You may lose fat. The way that you lose fat is by giving your body the things that it needs so that your metabolism can function properly. When that happens, body fat will come off because you will be utilizing that more than what you're putting in your mouth. Okay, so you reduce the crap, you enhance your body's ability to burn what's on your body, and you allow your body to function properly, then you get fat loss. Okay. If you try to manipulate your diet right out the gate just for fat loss, then you're not going to get enough nutrients. You're going to starve yourself, and you're going to mess up your metabolism because it's not going to know if you're wanting to burn the fat you eat, if you're wanting to burn the fat on your hips. Okay. Focus on getting as many nutrients as possible, managing the external fuel that you're putting in your body. Let it burn the body fat. That's really it. It's that simple. It's that simple. It doesn't have to be super complicated. Okay. So if you want more information, okay, there's a lot of different ways to go about doing this. How much fat do you need? How much protein do you need? How do I figure out my macros? How do I tie working out into all of this stuff? If you go to keto-diet-getstarted.com, I have a how to get started guide. It's an excerpt pulled directly from my book. If you want more information, okay, it's got like 5 or 6 steps in there on how to get started with the keto carnivore diet. If you want more detail on how all this stuff works, some of the science behind how the diet works, how fitness and nutrition kind of tie into the whole thing, and the whole big picture of putting all of this together to live a better lifestyle, improve your quality of life, fix your metabolism, build muscle, be more physically active, all of those things, get my book. The Ultimate Ketogenic Fitness Book has the chapter. If you go to keto-diet-getstarted.com, that chapter is in the book, along with a bunch of other things. Okay, you can go on Amazon, look up the Ultimate Ketogenic Fitness Book, and all of your questions will be answered. Okay, just remember, if you're getting started with keto, if you're getting started with carnivore, they're basically the same thing, just how much carbs you have is the difference. Okay, focus on animal meat, focus on getting as many nutrients as possible, focus on not eating extra fuel. If fat comes on your meat, that's fantastic. You don't have to cook it in butter. You don't have to have bulletproof coffee. You don't have to add heavy cream to everything. You don't have to add fats. Okay? If you're eating a lot of meat, it's going to come with fat. If you're eating eggs, it's going to come with fat. Meat and eggs naturally have a good ratio of protein and fat that your body needs that's going to help you improve metabolism without making you gain fat. Okay? That's the easiest way to do it. The easiest way to do it. All right? There's some other tips in there on that website and in my book. If you have any questions, as always, shoot me a DM, hop in my Facebook group. The Facebook group that you can join is Ultimate Ketogenic Fitness, and I'll see you on the other side.